Two neighbors, same street in a mid-sized American city you've definitely driven through and forgotten. Both 45, both make around $180,000 a year. Both have nice cars in the driveway, kids in decent schools, and a kitchen that got remodeled sometime in the last decade. From the outside, identical. Fast forward 25 years. One of them is 70, sitting on $4.2 million, living off passive income, flying business class to see grandkids he actually likes. The other one is 72. Still consulting part-time, nervous about sequence of returns risk, quietly hoping the market doesn't do what it did in 2000 for the next 5 years. Same income, same neighborhood, same life on the surface. The difference wasn't hustle. It wasn't stock picks. It wasn't inheritance or luck or a hot tip from a brother-in-law at a barbecue. It was one mechanic they understood and the other one didn't. Here's what most people think rich people do. They earn more, they invest more. They get better returns, they know something you don't about which stocks to buy, or they have a guy, some financial wizard in a downtown office who works magic while the rest of us just hope our 401k doesn't embarrass us at dinner parties. That's the story, and it's almost entirely wrong. It's not the rate of return. It's the base. Let me show you the math. Two investors, both earn 8% a year, identical returns. One starts with $50,000 at age 35. The other starts with $500,000 at age 35. Same 8%, same year, same market. After 1 year, investor 1 made $4,000. Investor 2 made $40,000. Same effort, same strategy, same everything. One of them made 10 times more money this year and did nothing differently. The return doesn't change. The base does. And the base is everything. By year 10, Investor 1 has about $108,000. Investor 2 has $1.08 million. The gap didn't stay at $450,000. It became $972,000. The math didn't run at the same speed for both of them. It ran exponentially faster for the one who started with more. This is the quiet engine behind generational wealth. It's not that rich families are smarter. It's that they're playing the same game with a bigger starting pile. And a bigger starting pile means the math works harder, faster, and with less effort required from the human attached to it. At a certain base size, your money starts moving faster than you can spend it. Think about what that means for a second. Below a certain threshold, you are always racing your own spending. You earn, you allocate, you invest, you watch the balance grow slowly while life keeps sending invoices. The car needs brakes, the kid needs braces, the furnace dies in February, and every one of those things pulls money out of the compounding engine right when it needs fuel. At $500,000 invested at 8%, your portfolio generates $40,000 a year passively. At $900,000, your 8% return generates $72,000. You've reached escape velocity. Your lifestyle is now theoretically funded by your base. The first is Robert. 52-year-old senior manager at a logistics company in Charlotte, makes $195,000 a year. Great salary, terrible base. Over the last 20 years, every time his income went up, his lifestyle went up faster. New car at 38, bigger house at 41, private school at 44, country club at 47. His investment account today sits at $310,000. His annual return at 8% generates $24,800. His annual expenses are $140,000. He needs his paycheck to survive every... The second is Patricia, also 52, project manager at a mid-sized tech company, makes $130,000, $65,000 less than Robert. Her investment account is $780,000. Her 8% return generates $62,400 a year. Her annual expenses are $68,000. Because she kept the gap between income and lifestyle wide enough for 20 years that the base had room to grow. Patricia didn't sacrifice her life. She just never let the lifestyle inflate as fast as the paycheck. The third is Dennis, 41, makes $85,000 working in facilities management in Akron. Not a high earner by any stretch. Dennis has $210,000 saved. His 8% return generates $16,800 this year. He contributes $700 a month on top of that. By 65, Dennis will have approximately $1.4 million. His escape velocity number, based on his modest lifestyle, is around $600,000. He crosses it at 57. Dennis retires 8 years before Robert. The reason the wealthy stay wealthy isn't just the math. It's that they treat the base as sacred. A $150,000 boat isn't $150,000. At 8% for 25 years, it's $1.03 million. That's the real price tag. That's what leaves the base when you write the check. A $25,000 kitchen remodel isn't $25,000. It's $171,000 in 25 years at 8%. Gone from the pile, gone from the velocity, gone from the engine. This is why the genuinely wealthy often look inexplicably cheap in specific ways. The billionaire flying commercial, the millionaire driving a 2014 Highlander with 92,000 miles on it. The wealthy don't think in present dollars. They think in compounded future dollars. And once that mental switch flips, spending looks completely different. Not morally different, mathematically different. The real threat to your base isn't market crashes. It isn't inflation. It isn't even fees, though fees are genuinely terrible and you should care about them. The real threat to your base is you. The lifestyle inflation trap is the single most effective wealth destruction mechanism ever invented, and it's invisible because it feels like reward. You earned more, you deserve more, you worked hard, enjoy it. The base doesn't care what you deserve, it only cares what you feed it. According to Federal Reserve data, the top 10% of American households hold about 87% of all stocks and mutual funds. The bottom 50% hold about 1%. That's not because the bottom 50% earn nothing. The median household income in America is $84,000. That's enough, managed correctly, to build a meaningful base over time. The gap isn't primarily an income gap, it's a base gap. Step 1. Calculate your current base. Add up every investment account, every retirement account, every brokerage account. Multiply by 0.08. That number is what your money earned for you this year without you doing anything. Write it down. If it's less than your monthly expenses, you have work to do. If it's approaching your annual expenses, you are close to something important. Step 2. Find the gap between your income and your actual spending. Not the gap you think exists. Pull 3 months of bank statements and do the math. The wealthy neighbor knew this number cold at every income level. Most people have no idea what it is.
Step 3. Protect the gap. Automate it. Move it to investments the day your paycheck lands, before your brain has a vote, before the car dealer calls, before the kitchen renovation quote arrives, before the version of you that deserves nice things gets to weigh in. Step 4. Never do the math in present dollars again. The next time you are about to spend $10,000 on something, open a compound interest calculator first. Multiply by 1.08 to the power of however many years until you retire. Look at that number, then decide if the thing is still worth it. Sometimes it will be, but you will never spend unconsciously again. Step 5. Track escape velocity. Know your number. Know how far your base is from funding your lifestyle on its own. Make that the metric you care about. Not your salary, not your job title, not the size of your house. The only scoreboard that matters is how close your base is to the line where it runs without you.
The wealthy neighbor didn't get rich because he earned more. He got rich because he understood that every dollar he protected today wasn't a dollar. It was a future dollar wearing a very patient disguise. The base is the game. Protect it, feed it, leave it alone, and eventually it stops needing you. And the math doesn't care what